Yeah. You talking to me? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh, no, not the game. No, I did not get the game script. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll come. I'll come get it.
I'm back.
Sidekicks fans, we're counting down the kickoff. Are you ready for some Sidekick soccer? Before we bring out the Sidekicks, let's give a big thanks as well to the new franchises in the PWSL this season, the Tulsa Revolution. Now introducing the Revolution number 1, Lewis Davis. Number 3, Sheldon Harris. Number 4, Thomas Shannon. Number 5, David Cavalli. Number 7, Bryce Taylor. Number 8, Michael Ponies. Number 9, Levi Coleman. Number 10, David Corinthian Defino. Number 14, Ahmed Alpour. Number 15, Frank Caillou. Number 16, Sam Guernsey. Number 17, Ryan Stratford. Number 18, Dominic Gaga. Number 22, Habib Zayala. And head coach of the Revolution, Michael Lucini. Sidekicks fans who asked for the back, so we brought them back. Please welcome to the bill the Sidekick Sizzle Dancers. Your Sidekick Sizzle Dancers. Now welcome to the field.
Thank you, sir.
Davis, who are celebrating their birthdays with the Sidekicks tonight. If there's someone's birthday coming up, let the Sidekicks make it a special one. Visit downloadsidekicks.net to find out how to more next birthday can get you on the field and in the locker room with the Sidekicks.
The Dallas Sidekicks are back at the Allen Event Center looking for a 10th straight regular season victory as they host the Tulsa Revolution. Kickoff is coming up on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. The Dallas Sidekicks returning to the Allen Event Center tonight where they won their season opener over Wichita 15-3. Tonight they take on the Tulsa Revolution. This is a team looking for their first ever franchise victory, and they would like nothing more than to get that win against an iconic franchise like the Sidekicks. As you take a look at the Central Division standings, you can see that the Sidekicks come into this game tonight second in the Central Division. Tulsa is at the bottom of that table, again, still looking for their first win, but they have yet to play at home. Meanwhile, the Sidekicks are back on their home floor where they have never lost a regular season game while a member of the PASL. The Sidekicks will be without Tattoo tonight. Their head coach has a prior commitment and won't be here. Caesar Servant and Mike Powers will be co-coaches tonight on the bench for the Sidekicks as they battle the Tulsa Revolution next on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Pete Stein and Gordon Jago with you here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Glad you could be with us as we once again bring you the Dallas Sidekicks. And Gordon, tonight's game is going to be a challenge for the Sidekicks in that they don't know a lot about the Tulsa Revolution. This is a new team, and there's going to be a feeling out process here.
Yeah, this is going to be the same this year. And there's quite a few new franchises, as is the Wichita team that were here the first season. And it is. And that first period is going to be interesting to see how good these are. We all know that the first year is the most difficult for a franchise. Many of the players, it's new indoor soccer, and it takes a while for them to adjust. But I believe I've heard on the rumor that they have a few players who have played at an indoor level. And so, as you say, this first period is going to be very important to Mike Powers and Caesar to assess how good they are and adjust accordingly.
How big of an adjustment will that be for the Sidekicks? Tattoo not being here and Caesar and Mike running the bench.
Yeah, well, of course, that you don't want to lose your head coach for any reason. But Mike and Caesar have been with him for years and years.
Right.
So they know the players as well as Tattoo. And sometimes, you know, a change of approach can make a difference for a game. But they'll miss Tattoo, but Mike and Caesar, I think, will have this one under control.
Sometimes it's nice to show up at the office and find out the boss isn't going to be in.
But I'm certain Tattoo has got an open line somewhere getting a report on this game.
I'm sure of that. This is a really young Sidekicks team, and a lot of the veteran players are not here. Nick Stavro's not here. Patrick Shamu's not here. Kylie Couch is not here. So the emphasis tonight is on the youth.
Yeah, and again, these boys have been training very hard in indoor practice. Their first game, as I say, against a new team, admittedly, but there was a lot to be pleased about. Some of the new boys, Hernandez up front in particular, really showed abilities on an indoor soccer. So it's going to be, particularly for me, the first 15 minutes of the first period is going to be very interesting to just assess the two things: the newness of Tulsa and the youthfulness of the Sidekicks teams without one or two of their senior players.
Of course, Dallas was really impressive in the season opener, that 15-3 win over Wichita, and then maybe even more impressively, they went to San Diego and beat the Sockers on their floor, but then lost the following night.
Yeah, often the way on those back-to-backs went all the travel, and I know they were experienced, they'd been delayed, their fog was in, made the airport in San Diego out of action. They had to go back to Phoenix, and there was all sorts of problems for them, and particularly on a short turnaround as they had, it was hard. But that was a great victory in San Diego. I mean, San Diego are the strength of the league, without a shadow of a doubt. And to go in there, and I don't know the record, I haven't checked it out, but it must have been their first defeat for 20 or 30 games.
They had a long home winning streak.
Yeah.
So the Sidekicks have ended 2 long streaks for the Sockers here in the last season. We're underway with Tulsa kicking off, but Sean David immediately wins the ball for the Sidekicks, who are wearing the home purple. Tulsa gets it back, and they take a quick shot from the top of the arc. Frank Tayu puts one on frame, but Sagu is there. Tayu is one of those players that has indoor experience. Sagu sends down a long ball. Thomas Shannon there defensively. Dallas unable to gain control in their own end. Nestor Hernandez playing it off the boards. Sent back to Sagu. Ball played for Hernandez, but is intercepted by David Parente. And immediately Dallas wins the ball right back. Sean Bellamy out of Jesuit, back playing defense. This is Sean David, and from the line takes a shot, but Luis Amos makes the save. Immediately gets it to Tayu. Amos will send it long, and Sagu there to head it off the glass, trying to get it to Mimba, but Tulsa controls. Ponies gets it to Taylor. Taylor sends it back to Amos. Taylor on the left wing side pushes it forward across halfway. His intended target slipped, trying to get it to Sam Guernsey. Left-footed shot comes off the glass, and it's knocked down by Elcour in the corner. Around the board, Sagu grabs it, a whistle sounds, and a man down in the corner. Elcour up on his feet, and a free kick coming up. Tulsa playing pretty aggressive here early on, Gordon.
Well, the first few minutes, they put together some nice passing, and they made, I tell you what, I was very impressed. They made their changes very early and at the right times. You know, that's one of the biggest problems when a team starts playing indoor. When they make their substitutes, they go off the field at the wrong time. They should only go off when you're in possession. Tulsa made 3 or 4 changes in that very first 2 minutes, all correctly. So, first impression, impressive.
Michael Encian, their head coach, he's got experience in the MLS, been with the Los Angeles Galaxy, now coaching the indoor team in Tulsa, the Revolution, who are playing their third straight road game. Their home opener is coming up later this month, and they're pretty excited about it. Hernandez takes a shot that goes wide left. The rebound, Karam's out to Nayaga. He can't control it for Tulsa. The Sidekicks maintain possession. This is Nestor along the boards. It is played back to Quintana out of Garland. Quintana has it in the center circle. Getting it to Jamie Lovegrove, who's got 10 points already through 3 games for the Sidekicks. Hernandez able to trap it at the top of the arc. Being tightly marked in the corner, Amos grabs it off the boards.
And Tulsa getting every man back behind the ball and marking very tightly, Peter.
Sheldon doing a very good job marking Nestor Hernandez. Just under 12 minutes to play here in the opening period. Mimba has it for Dallas. David moves in. A centering pass intended for Shell. Cleared away by Tulsa, but only to halfway. Cody Ellis is in the game for the Sidekicks. Mimba getting it to Shell. This is Ellis finding Mimba, who draws 2 defenders. Dallas being very patient here, Gordon.
Yes, I have it too, B, because they're defending very, very well at the moment.
Mimba's shot is blocked. Dallas able to maintain possession. Mimba plays it back to Ellis. Sean David lays it back, and changes are made for the Sidekicks as Mimba retreats. Get a look at Kachui, who's come in now. Kachui played very well on that road trip in California. We did not see him in the season opener. Calling for the ball right at the Tulsa line. Unable to trap it with his first touch, and Amos is able to clear. A high boot draws the whistle. I would think this is pretty much the start Tulsa wanted, Gordon.
Oh yes, they must be quite pleased with his first few minutes. They've not given any space. They're forcing the Sidekicks to play the ball backwards and across, but not forward.
Lovegrove wins the ball back for Dallas. He just came up from behind and picked the pocket of Dominic Nayaga. Sagu overshoots his target. Comes off the wall.
Yes.
Nice centering pass, and it's Lovegrove who puts it away. Kahuchi is there to get the assist. Kachui and Lovegrove hook up.
Yep.
Get another look at it, Gordon.
Beautiful pass. And that has been, I think, noticeable in the first 2 games that they've had, the unselfishness of the Sidekicks players. They've got 5 boys already in the scoring, which is a good sign. They're not relying on 1 or 2. But the unselfishness of players in front of goal sometimes giving an even better opportunity to a teammate. And that was made for Lovegrove.
It was Sean Bellamy who got that assist on the Lovegrove goal. So Dallas gets the first goal. They've won their last 12 games when scoring first. So it's a good sign for the Sidekicks. David puts one in front. Amos is there to grab it. Puts it on the ground for Kamali. One right back, David to Mimba, turns on it, has it blocked. Shannon is there defensively. Let's check in with our bench reporter tonight, Mike Stern.
Well, the Tulsa Revolution, they were hoping to get to the arena about 2.5 hours before the game. They were on I-75, and they had to run into an accident. They got around the accident. They got here about an hour and a half before game time. Shannon Clark, their co-owner, said they're okay, they're ready to play, and so far they look like they are ready to play. Pete, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. Yeah, they're off to a good start here, even though they have given up that goal to Lovegrove. They've certainly started off, I think, executing their game plan. Sagu will distribute. Amos moves up to head it. And the Revolution control it, at least momentarily. Dallas is doing a good job pressuring opponents. Seen that over the first few games. Ball played up the right wing boards by Hernandez, trying to get it to Arredondo out of Bryan, Texas, but Amos has it for Tulsa. 8 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. The Sidekicks leading 1-0. Bellamy assisting Lovegrove. And there's a shot over the glass.
Could have been a very costly mistake there by the young goalkeeper, trying to be too precise with a pass out and almost intercepted and into the net. But a good start for as a game, end to end. Tulsa, they've impressed me in their first few minutes.
So there's a timeout on the floor. We'll be right back with more Dallas Sidekicks soccer on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Jamie Lovegrove, who leads the Sidekicks in goals and points, scores at 5:18 of the first quarter, and the Sidekicks lead the Tulsa Revolution 1-0 here. We've got just under 8 minutes to play in the opening period. Tulsa in white with possession, crossing the Dallas line with a pass to Taylor, who sends it across to the right side, trying to get it to El Khor, but it's won back by the Sidekicks with 7.5 minutes to play in the opening stanza. Sagu controls it. Do you like the pace of the game?
It is. It's a very it's end to end, and I think in a way it could be better tonight if Tulsa had more attacks. I think we're more liable to catch them on the counter, Pete. Because once we build up slowly, they all get back behind the ball. They pick up tight, and then they put pressure on every man who receives. So I think if we can catch them on breaks, on counters, I think this could be our benefit.
Kachui had that block. It set up goalkeeper distribution. Sagu makes the save as Parente delivers the shot on goal. And here comes David on a counterattack as Dallas will set up on the Tulsa side of halfway.
And again, Pete, notice they're all back. They get very, very back, right back beyond the halfway line very quickly, Tulsa.
We saw Dallas in the season opener. It seemed like they played the whole game at the opponent's end of the field. Wichita was under constant pressure. Quintana lays this one back for David. David with the blast and a goal!
Well done. It's a good effort.
That's not what I would call a typical Sean David goal, but pretty impressive nonetheless.
Yep. Well, again, he noticed, I mean, the way the Tulsa defense was set up, there was very little space to play the ball into anybody in advance. So again, ideal. Take the long shot, beautiful shot, accurate, a lot of power, right up in the top corner. Got no chance for the goalkeeper.
Take another look at Sean David's blast from beyond the Tulsa line. Can't defend that right there in the upper 90.
Yes, no chance for the young goalkeeper there.
Sean David scoring at 8:42 of the first quarter. And getting the assist is Quintana, the Garland, Texas native. Tulsa with another turnover and another shot from distance, but Arredondo sends this one over the glass. 6:13 remaining in the first quarter. And I talked to Tattoo before the start of the season. He said one of the things he wanted to see his team do was apply pressure in the offensive third to win the ball back, and they've done that pretty well.
Yeah, both sides are very sharp at closing people down, not giving them much space, and tight marking. Every player who receives the ball, both sides, immediately is put under pressure. And it's going to be interesting to see if both sides can keep that pace up.
Shannon being hassled. Finds room. He has time and space. Playing it now to Tayu. And Tayu will play it all the way back to Amos. Tulsa not making any changes here. Trailing 2-0. A long ball sent over the corner glass. This will be Quintana to restart play, getting it to Sagu. Sagu sends this one into the crowd.
Both goalkeepers a little bit astray with their distribution at the moment.
Tayu restarting play for Tulsa. Shannon sends it up the left side. Shot taken by Ponies with the left foot. It comes back to Ponies, traps it, and he sends that one out of play. The player shaken up, I believe, is Levi Coleman, slow to come to his feet. Levi Coleman wearing the number 9 for Tulsa. Tulsa may have got it in the gut from Quintana there, but may have been trying to make a meal out of that as well. Just over 5 minutes to play in the first quarter as Sagu gets it to Mimba. Mimba being marked by Parente. Parente wins the ball for Tulsa, then plays it into space. Chasing it down is Tayu, and a foul. There'll be a restart for Tulsa just inside Dallas territory. Thomas Shannon will restart play for the Revolution. Chips it toward the corner looking for Tayu. Sagu grabs it and gets it to Mimba. To David, back to Mimba. Coleman is there defensively. Sagu chips it beyond halfway, chested by Paulo da Silva. Back to Sean David. David approaches the Tulsa line, gets it to da Silva. through the penalty area to Mimba on the left side. Plays it off the wall back into the area where David has it. David retreats a little bit. Didn't have enough weight on that pass. Turned over. Tayu has it in the center circle. Plays it to the right wing side for Parente. And Parente is taken off the ball.
Now, there was an opportunity there for the Sidekicks for a very fast break, and fortunately they slowed it up.
Mimba loses it inside the penalty arc. This is Coleman moving across halfway for the Revolution. Gets it to Tayu on the right wing side. Off the wall, looking for Coleman with the pass. Deflected out of play over the glass. That's pretty good indoor soccer. 2-0. Dallas leading with 3:40 to play in the first quarter. You're watching the Sidekicks on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Christian Quintana, who went to South Garland High School, assisted on the Sean David goal at 8:42 of the first quarter that gave Dallas a 2-0 lead over Tulsa, and that's Quintana's first point as a Dallas Sidekick. 3:40 to play here in the first quarter as play resumes. There's a good look at Sagu. He's as good as he's ever been.
Exceptional. And he's without a doubt the best goalkeeper. It's been in indoor soccer for a long, long while. Pardon me. And not only from his ability to make saves, his distribution is excellent, and he gives a quiet confidence to players. You know, if you're getting pressured at the back, you know you can turn around, play it back to Sagu, and he's happy. He can deal with it, and that's a good sign for a team.
Bryce Taylor with that one-timer that went over the glass. Sagu with distribution, trying to get it to Nestor Hernandez. Hernandez has it along the near boards. Again being tightly marked, this time by Sam Guernsey. Hernandez able to dribble all the way to the Tulsa line. Plays it with the left foot, off the glass. Dallas maintaining possession. Shell, the midfielder, plays it to Lovegrove. Lovegrove moves in, has a man on the post. Cleared away by Tulsa. It was Aaron Dondo who was playing at the far post. Good place to hang out in indoor soccer. This is Mimba trying to work his way around Parente. Sean David to Quintana, back to David. David directs traffic, plays it into space, and has that one taken away by Parente right up the middle of the pitch for El Cooler, and then Dallas wins it back. David accelerates, has exceptional speed. This is Kachui battling in the corner with Guernsey. Kachui ends up on the carpet.
Tulsa foul, second team foul.
Second team foul called against Tulsa. This one on Guernsey. Nimba with the free kick. Chips it to Sean David. David chested down. Plays it back to Quintana. Nimba loses the ball after getting it from Bellamy. This is Parente with Nimba there side by side, and Mimba's going to be called for the hold. That's the 15th foul already on Dallas.
The officiating has been first class, Pete, without a doubt. They've picked up on all the little fouls, and they've got this game very well under control.
Kevin
Good
Terry,
standard of officiating.
Kevin Terry, Jorge Luna, Kyle Bourne, and Eli Aguilar, the officials tonight. Terry, the senior official, and Luna, the referee. Bourne, the assistant referee, and here's a goal. Well, the Revolution have played well here in the first quarter and find a goal to make this a one-goal game with 1:38 to play as David Parente scores the goal.
Well, the Cardinals in there, and it looked very much from here that the wall parted, and that allowed that. That's one thing. You go in a wall, you've got to be strong. You've got to be prepared to take the hit of a shot, and it parted there, and of course, the young man put the ball right the way through. No chance for Sagu, and it's a 2-1 game.
Sean David moves inside the Tulsa line, and then it's Bryant Scrapper who clears it for Tulsa. Scrapper gets it to Taiyu. Taiyu gets it back as he gets to the Dallas line and then turns it over to Sean David.
Sidekicks fans, 1 minute left in the quarter. That means it is going to be
So we're inside a minute remaining here in the first quarter. Tagu barking directions. Trying to get it to De Silva. Cleared away behind the Tulsa bench.
There's one thing from this first period, Pete, they had been a little bit critical of the Sidekicks. They're not making the breaks quick enough. They won the ball back there, and they had an excellent opportunity to break fast and get man-up situations.
Is that where they're missing Stavro and Patrick Shamu?
Possibly they're missing that experience.
The restart from the top of the arc, but the officials were not ready. Telling Lovegrove, wait for the whistle. Making absolutely sure he knows. Lovegrove hears the whistles, and he gets it to Hernandez. The rebound comes back to Lovegrove, who appeared to get tripped up by Thomas Shannon. No call. Play on. And Pony sends it downfield, trying to get it to Parente. A battle in the corner. Ponies has it in the corner. A centering pass and a tying goal from Taiyu. It's 2-2 with 25 seconds to play in the first quarter, and the Revolution are surging with confidence.
And they did exactly what I was just saying about that the Sidekicks are not doing. They won the ball, a fast break, got 2 men up there, 3 in fact, when the ball came across. But they got men and outnumbered us, and they got their equalizing goal. But because they were prepared to make that fast break. We've not made those. We've been inclined to be a little bit too deliberate, too patient.
So Parente scores first, and Taiyu comes up with the equalizer. Tulsa comes back from a 2-0 deficit to tie at 2-2. Dallas trying to reclaim the lead here before the end of the first quarter, which only has 6 seconds remaining as Ponies gets to the Dallas line. and turns it over as time runs out in the first quarter. So Dallas got 2 early goals. Tulsa scores 2 goals late in the first quarter. We go to the second quarter, tied 2-2 on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Dallas outshot Tulsa 6-3 in the first quarter. They had the first 4 shots. It's a 2-2 tie as we go to the second quarter. Pete Stein along with Gordon Jago and Mike Stern is down between the benches.
Well, between the first and second periods in their huddle, Cesar Servant and Mike Powers, the co-coaches for tonight's game, reminding their team that Tulsa is an outstanding counter-attacking team. They have to watch the speed. Offensively, the Sidekicks have to follow some of their first shots and get rebounds and just pour some of the pressure on the goalkeeper. Back to you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mike, and that's what you've been talking about up here, Gordon.
Yeah, this is, 2-2 a fair result in terms of that first period. But primarily, if you look at possession, Dallas way out kept the ball in terms of general possession. But as Mike has just said, then the counter-attack factor is going to be the important thing. There's no two ways about it. They have been very fast, Tulsa, in break-in, and we haven't. We've been a little bit too patient and too deliberate.
Aaron Dondo trying to start a break for Dallas. And the Sidekicks will make changes. Ellis getting it back from Hernandez to Quintana. Membas come off the bench for Dallas. Ellis has it on the left side. Now plays it up the middle to Kachui, who plays it into the corner. Mimba chasing it down. Amos plays it off the wall. Kachui gets a shot. Cleared by Tulsa, but that went off the hand of Kachui. That's the 6th team foul against Dallas, so that means Tulsa will go on the power play.
Yes, and this will be interesting to see. Another it's a new franchise to say how much practice they've done, how much knowledge they've gained in playing in a man-up situation. This season's going to be interesting, Pete, because with all these new franchises coming in, an excellent opportunity to see how they develop from their very first games at the start of the season and when we see them towards the end.
This penalty will be served by Kachui. So it's a 2-minute power play for Tulsa. And we'll see how the Revolution do with a man advantage. Thomas Shannon bringing it across halfway.
And of course, we haven't got our experienced players in Kylie Couch and Nick Stavro, who have been our excellent defense in terms of man down.
Sean David wins the ball, plays it off the wall, but Tulsa gets it right back. We're 30 seconds into the power play here for Tulsa. Taylor sends it into the area looking for Tayu, who let it go across. The shot comes from the left side, and Sagu makes the save.
Well worked, and they created an excellent opportunity there, and only Sagu prevents Tulsa taking a lead.
Parente was looking for his second goal. Hernandez trying to score shorthanded for Dallas. It goes right across the goal mouth, and Tulsa controls in their own end. Taylor receives the pass along the right wing boards. He'll take a shot. Sagu parries it out of play. 57 seconds remaining in the power play. The Revolution trying to break a 2-2 tie, and from Sagu's vantage point, you see him make the save. Taylor laying this one back for Shannon. Ponies, he'll tee it up. The catch is made by Sagu, and quick distribution to Hernandez. Hernandez across the Tulsa line to David, who couldn't trap it. And David is unable to get it back off the wall. The long ball intended for Tayu is intercepted. Tayu now trying to win it along the boards, and does at the Dallas line. Plays to the right side, a one-timer, and Sagu knocks it down. The shot coming from Shannon. Coleman pushing it forward for Tulsa. 12 seconds left on the power play. David unable to take it away from Parente. Tayu at the top of the arc. Ellis is there defensively. Sean David to Hernandez as time runs out on the power play. Kachui comes out of the penalty box. Hernandez into the corner. And Tulsa controlling it and clearing it. For the moment, Amos outside the penalty area plays it. Sent back to Amos. Dallas starting to drop back now defensively. Mimba wins it at halfway. Mimba accelerates right up the middle of the pitch to the top of the arc. Into the area, scores with the left foot. And Dallas reclaims the lead 3-2 with 10:47 to play in the second quarter.
An interesting short period of time there, Pete, because the Tulsa played their power play very well. Sagu had to make 6 saves, so they were making opportunities to get the shot on. So that's credit to them there. And only thanks, as I say, to the brilliance of Sagu kept that back. And then, of course, with the breakaway there with Lovegrove on one side, and I think it was Young David on the second, Member was able to go right through the middle and great individual effort and restored the lead.
Memba gets the goal that breaks the 2-2 tie, but you're right, had it not been for the efforts of Sagu, it would have been 3-2 the other way.
Oh, yes. There it is.
And this shot from Ponies is knocked down by Sagu. And Ellis is able to get that one to De Silva. Across the pitch to Lovegrove. Lovegrove through the center circle. Gets it back from De Silva. moves inside the Tulsa area. Mimba traps it between the arc and the line. The shot for the upper corner is just off the mark. Shot taken by De Silva.
Sidekicks foul, first team.
Amos playing a long ball. Nice pass. Schnell, who just got his first point as a sidekick with the assist on the Mimba goal, wins the ball for Dallas, but it's turned right back over to Tulsa. Now Mimba gets it to Lovegrove. Lovegrove trying to get around Sheldon Barrett, plays it back to Segu. Bellamy in the game now. Gets it to David, who lays it off to the right side. David makes a run toward the goal. Amos picks the ball off the ground just as it comes back into the area. Quintana will control this ball for the Sidekicks as he was marking El Cour. There's a look at the goal scored at 4:13 by Mimba. Now it's Arredondo winning the ball for the Sidekicks. Lays it back for Hernandez to David. Quintana, the midfielder, to Bellamy. David on the left side. Back to Quintana. Hernandez to Bellamy. Switches it to David. Back to Bellamy. What are the Sidekicks trying to accomplish here, Gordon?
Well, they're trying to be patient and create that opportunity with gaps up in the defense, but Tulsa are not letting those gaps appear. They're almost in a zonal stage, and they're picking up men once the Sidekicks people go into their area. But it's making it very difficult for the Sidekick players to put those passes right the way through to their front players.
This is Taiyu trying to get it to Coleman, but it's taken away by Quintana. Then David plays it back to Segu, who sends it beyond halfway, headed by Tulsa back in the direction of Sean David, who chested it down and controls it. David retreating, getting back to Segu, and the Sidekicks will make changes. Segu gets it to Hernandez. Ellis receives it on the left side. To Lovegrove, that was a nice pass to Hernandez, who just missed.
Yeah, good play there. They created a nice opportunity, just missed the post.
Shell gets it to Ellis. Hernandez trying to split the defenders, has it taken away. Parente with a crossover move at halfway, moves along the boards but can't get past Ellis. Segu plays it to Ellis at the Dallas line. That was initially a poor pass from Shell, but he got it back, moves up the right wing side. Tulsa controlling in their own end. A real battle, no whistle. Mimba has it in the corner, left-footed shot partially blocked. Karam's out toward Ellis, who keeps it in the attacking zone for Dallas. Now Lovegrove with a blast, just missed to the left. And that Karam's all the way back out to midfield where Dominic Shell knocks it down. Mimba getting it from Segu. Just under 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. Dallas leading 3-2. But Tulsa may have been a little tougher opponent than the Sidekicks expected. David moving inside the Tulsa line. The ball caroms back out to David. Plays it to Quintana. Bellamy gets it to Sean David. Quintana to Mimba. Frank Mimba plays it up the middle. Gets it back from De Silva. .50-50 ball. Mimba will win it. De Silva chasing it in the corner for Dallas. In a battle there with Ponies. Ponies plays it up the middle of the field, and here comes Tulsa on a counter. There with the block is Quintana. Quintana blocks the shot from Niaga and controls for Dallas. Getting it to Sean David, who moves up the left wing side to the Tulsa line, cuts toward the arc. Loose ball and a save made by Amos. Hernandez has it in the middle third for Dallas. Ellis lets it go to Sean David, who draws two defenders. Plays it back to Shell. He sends one in. It's deflected to the corner on the far side. Ponies controls it for Tulsa. Long ball is going to bounce over the glass in the corner, just to the left of Sagu. And so we've got a timeout on the field with 4:26 to play in the second quarter. Dallas leads 3-2 on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Well, all the fans that entered the Allen Event Center tonight getting this beautiful poster to my left, your right of Sagu. And not coincidentally, he's come up with some huge saves here in the second quarter to help the Sidekicks to their 3-2 lead. Now, these are some of the most knowledgeable soccer fans anywhere in the country, perhaps even the world. They're marveling at the saves, but more importantly, what they're worried about is how they're going to get this poster autographed after the game. Back to you.
Well, that's one of the few times a goalkeeper wants to be posterized. Inwood Soccer Center is a proud sponsor and official training facility of the Dallas Sidekicks since 1988. Sign up today for youth and adult indoor soccer leagues, birthday parties, and youth skill development. Visit us at InwoodSoccerCenter.com for more information. Pete Stein, Gordon Jago, and Mike Stern here at the Allen Event Center tonight. Glad you could be with us. The Sidekicks have taken a 3-2 lead, getting a goal at 1:13 of the second quarter.
We'd like to welcome all those celebrating birthdays with us tonight. We'd also like to welcome all of our groups and want to thank our season sweethearts for their support of Sidekicks Soccer.
So it's a 3-2 lead for Dallas. Tulsa trying to get out of their own end. That ball's over the glass. Dallas taking a 3-2 lead at 4:13 of the second quarter. And scoring the goal was Frank Mimba, assisted by Dominic Schell. Dallas scored the first 2 goals. Tulsa came back to tie it before the end of the first quarter was complete, and Dallas has scored the only goal of the second quarter, which has just under 4 minutes remaining, and Dallas controlling the ball. Bellamy getting it to Hernandez. Hernandez turns on it, plays it off the wall, comes back to him. Sent now to the left side by Shell. Comes back to Bellamy. Shell traps it. Back to Bellamy. One-timer into the area. It's Lovegrove working in the corner. Frustrated as the whistle sounds. Long ball intended for Elcour. Marked by Bellamy in the corner. Elcour trying to chip it to the top of the area. Hernandez intercepts it. They were trying to get it to Taylor. Hernandez moves up the middle. Plays it off the wall. But behind Lovegrove, Amos is able to head it. Quintana knocks it down for Dallas, and the Sidekicks control. Ellis has it in the center circle. Quintana back to Ellis as the Sidekicks make changes. Bruno Guarda, formerly with FC Dallas, in the game now for Dallas. Guarda, a Brazilian, one of 3 Brazilians on the team, including Segu and Paulo da Silva, who's getting a lot of playing time tonight. Is this the right strategy for Dallas, to be this patient? There's a shot coming from a tough angle by Hernandez, and Amos clears it.
Well, they have to be patient when they've got 5 men back, as Tulsa are doing, defending very well. And, denying your space, denying your time. That's the key to it. And as I keep saying, if the Sidekicks want to open this game up, they've got to be fast on their counterattacks. A number of times they've had the opportunity to get man-up situations, and they've not made that effort to really work hard at speed and get up quickly. And so if you're going to be deliberate, then you're going to have to be very clever around that penalty area with some great play, or you're going to have a knockdown and a hope. But if you go slowly, you're going to have a problem. They've got to be much quicker in their attacks.
Dallas now with 6 more fouls than Tulsa, and a timeout is taken with 1:33 to play in the second quarter. You're watching the Dallas Sidekicks on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Play restarts. Dallas with a free kick. Mimba getting it into the Tulsa area. Tulsa able to clear. Here's the Revolution with a counterattack. Dallas getting back quickly. Parente crossing over the ball, but unable to get around Mimba. Ponies has it. Gets it inside to Barrett. In the corner, Parente plays it off the wall into the area. Comes back to Parente. Stays on his feet. Gets it to Tayu at the top of the arc. He fires. Sagu makes the save. Mimba clears it for the Sidekicks. We're down to 53 seconds remaining in the quarter.
That means it is the McDonald's Magic Minute. Let's get on your feet here on the
Coleman at his own line. Plays it to Tayu. Marked by Bellamy. Tayu goes down pretty easy. Doesn't fool the official at all. Bellamy chasing this ball down in his own corner. Tayu is there marking, and that draws a whistle as Bellamy goes to the ground. Sagu plays it to the left side. Lovegrove controls it. Barrett there defensively to knock the ball away from Lovegrove. Quintana sends it back to Sagu. Down to 20 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Mimba just stays on the ball. Down to 10 seconds. Pass intended for David is intercepted. Mimba wins it back, plays it off the wall to David. 3 seconds to go in the period. Mimba will fire, and that's well wide, and the horn will sound, ending the first half of play at the Allen Event Center. The Dallas Sidekicks, who led 2-0 early, will take a 3-2 lead into the locker room at the half. Mike Stern is down on the field, and again, Tattoo not here tonight. It's Caesar Servant and Mike Powers who are running the bench, and Mike Stern's got Mike Powers.
Thanks, Pete. Coach Powers, it looked like you got off to a fast start, and then their counterattack enabled them to tie the game up.
Absolutely. They came in, they're holding back, they're playing, almost 5 guys back. They got a guy in the top, and they're making it difficult for us. We did start out well, but they came back, and we're trying to figure that out and try to see how we can break them down a little bit.
It looked like in the second quarter your team, the Sidekicks, played a much better style.
We're definitely trying to keep a possession, knock it around the back, get 4 out of the back, and find our target players.
Coach, what can we look for in the second half of this exciting game?
A little bit more of the same, playing it out of the back, 4 guys in the back, trying to find our target, getting runners off our target players, and getting some quality shots off.
How's the experience of coaching back there with Caesar?
It's pretty good. It's a tight game, so we give the other team credit. They've come in and they're giving us a game.
Thanks for the time. Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you.
Pete, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. Gordon, your thoughts about what Mike said?
Well, again, it's been a very interesting first half, and a great credit to, I think, the PSL in the standard of the game. 2 things quickly. Tulsa, a new side, impressive. They're working hard. As Mike said, they're getting back behind the ball, defending well, but then they're doing that very, very well in their breaks, and consequently their fast breaks have gotten their 2 goals. And to be honest, if Sagu had not made some of the saves that he has, it would not be in the favour of the Sidekicks at the half-time. Tulsa have had far more. I think it's 6-7 shots that Sagu has had to make good saves. Now, from the Sidekicks' point of view, they've done quite well. The youngsters are settling in. They haven't got some of the leaders, the experienced players, but they're not doing too bad. They've got to be quicker on the break, and I think they'll be fine.
So that's a first half that the Dallas Sidekicks have the lead. They've had the lead at the half in both of their wins this season. They're hoping that trend continues. They've never lost a regular season game at the Allen Event Center. They're hoping that trend continues. Stay with us. We've got more Sidekick Soccer coming up on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Back at the Allen Event Center where it's halftime, the Dallas Sidekicks leading the Tulsa Revolution 3-2. I'm Pete Stein along with Mike Stern. And Mike, this has been a really entertaining game. I think a lot of us thought it was going to be kind of similar to that Wichita game where Dallas dominated the Revolution, who lost their first 2 games on the road. They're playing very well here tonight. They had a really good power play. They came into tonight. They were just 2 for 8 on the power play in their first 2 games. Even though they didn't get a goal, I thought they played really well, and they're fundamentally sound.
Yeah, I'm privileged to be sitting amongst the fans, which is a real treat because these are very educated. They're very smart fans on the sport of soccer, and they've been commenting, children, women, gentlemen, how well Tulsa is playing and how much of a problem they're giving the Sidekicks. And I don't know that the Sidekicks anticipated from a first-year team this kind of play, but it's a real treat because this is very competitive soccer.
And one of the things I think that the Sidekicks have to be aware of, as Gordon's talked about, when they're playing these expansion teams this year, the Sidekicks are a well-known commodity, and people are going to play their best against Dallas.
Right, and they don't know exactly what they're going up against with some of these first-year teams. So really, the advantage is with Tulsa because they know what they're going up against. Now, the Sidekicks have played a half against Tulsa, so now they have an idea. First of all, that counterattack is deadly for the Revolution, and now I thought they did a much better job contesting it in the second quarter.
We've got some other scores from around the league real quickly. Cincinnati and Cleveland playing a seesaw affair. They're late in the fourth quarter. Cincinnati leading 9-8. Detroit is leading Harrisburg at the half 4-2. Illinois' got a 1-0 lead over Chicago at halftime. Pardon me, I misread that. It's Chicago 8, Illinois 1 at the half. Saltillo leading Texas 3-1 at the half. Monterey and San Diego, a game that Dallas had some interest in. They get underway a little bit later tonight. We've got more of the halftime activities coming up from the Allen Event Center. You're watching Sidekick Soccer on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. The Dallas Sidekicks have a 3-2 lead over the Tulsa Revolution at the half. Let's take a look at some of the stats in the first half. Shots on goal are even. Tulsa's had the only power play but did not score. Each team with 9 saves, and Tulsa has the lead in blocks. Dallas does not have a block officially in this game. So that's a look at some of the stats. Mike, tell us how we can get season tickets to see the Sidekicks.
Well, and it's not too late to get season tickets. We're still early in the season for this exciting 2013-2014 Dallas Sidekicks side. Season tickets are as low, believe it or not, as $112 for the remainder of the season. Visit DallasSidekicks.net to reserve your seats today. If you're looking for a way to entertain clients, reward coworkers, or celebrate special occasions, well, entertain in style at Dallas Sidekicks games in our premium suites and club loge seats. For more information on suite rentals or loge seats, call 972-687-9198. That's 972-687-9198, or visit DallasSidekicks.net. If you or someone you know or love is celebrating a birthday, let the Sidekicks make it a special one. Birthday parties at Dallas Sidekicks game include a personalized birthday cake, participation in the starting lineup introductions, a private locker room visit, and gifts from the Sidekicks for the birthday boy or girl and his or her guests. For more information, please visit DallasSidekicks.net. Well, the Sidekicks are back at home, believe it or not, tomorrow afternoon here at the beautiful Allen Event Center for a match against the Austin Capitals. That game kicks off at 3 p.m., so after church, pack up the family and join us at the Allen Event Center. Make sure you're in attendance on Saturday, November 14th, in addition, when the Sidekicks take on Sortillo Rancho Seco. Santa Claus will be in the Allen Event Center that night, taking free pictures with Sidekicks fans starting at 6 p.m. The Sidekicks will also hold their first ever Sidekicks alumni game at halftime. So mark your calendars for that special evening. Tickets are available for that game by calling 214-550-6130. That's 214-550-6130, or visiting DallasSidekicks.net.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. Jamie Lovegrove, Sean David, and Frank Memba have scored goals for the Sidekicks. David Parente and Frank Tayu scoring goals for the Tulsa Revolution at the half. It's Dallas 3, Tulsa 2. You're watching Sidekick Soccer on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Back at the Allen Event Center, where the Dallas Sidekicks lead the Tulsa Revolution at the half, 3-2. We've got second half action coming up. Let's take a look at some of the action from the first half here at the Allen Event Center. The Sidekicks got off to a great start here with Tattoo absent tonight. Mike Powers and Caesar Servant are in charge of the boys, and they got off to a good start as Lovegrove scored the first goal, assisted by Bellamy, to make it 1-0, and then Sean David from distance hit the upper 90, and Dallas had a 2-0 lead, but it was short-lived before the end of the first quarter. Parente scores for Tulsa to make it a one-goal game. 2-1, scoring off a free kick. And then Ponies assist Taiyu, who tied the game 2-2. Sagu was brilliant, especially during a power play for Tulsa, the only power play of the first half. And Sagu made save after save after save. And shortly after that power play and the penalty kill for Dallas, Frank Mimba scored for the Sidekicks to make it 3-2, and that's where we stand at the half. So, Gordon, this is a much tighter affair than we saw when Wichita was here in the season opener.
Oh, yes, and Tulsa are a better side, a more experienced side, put it that way, than Wichita. But they've come into this arena with a game plan, get back behind the ball as soon as you lose it, make it difficult for Sidekicks to score, and look for counters. And it's worked perfectly for them in that first period. That's why it's only 3-2. And as we've said, and it's been seen, Sagu's made a whole series of saves where that score could easily be reversed.
Sagu has been brilliant tonight. Dallas has been forced to, really Tulsa's not allowing the Sidekicks to play the game they want to play.
That's right. They've come in to be spoilers. They know that the experience and the record of the Sidekicks goes before. They're new, and so they've said, okay, we'll play almost to say, well, if we get beaten, we won't get beaten by many.
Right.
And of course, when you get that style of soccer, getting back behind the ball, particularly just in front of the goal, very little space, very little time, and you've got to be very, very clever and very quick. And I think the secret of the second half is going to be, can the Sidekicks make these fast breaks and create man-up situations, and therefore then put the ball away and come away with probably a more comfortable victory. But it's going to be, if it continues as is, Pete, it's going to be a bit difficult for the Sidekicks, and it could easily be lost.
It's Tulsa that possesses the ball first here in the second half. They get it back to Shannon. And we have a final from Cleveland. Cleveland has beaten Cincinnati in that seesaw affair 10-9 tonight. Tulsa gets inside the Dallas line. Taiyu plays it off the wall, but it is taken away by the Sidekicks. And then Ponies is called for the foul. And the first foul of the half goes against Tulsa, and Lovegrove was the victim. Quintana restarts play by getting it to Sagu. Third quarter just underway. Dallas with a 1-goal lead, up 3-2. Dallas has never lost a regular season game here at the Allen Event Center in 9 appearances. They've won all of the regular season games, and it was shocking when they lost a playoff game here last year. Lovegrove gets it from Sagu. Again, Dallas forced to be patient.
5 fouls,
Tulsa with 5 fouls, so the next one will be a power play for the Sidekicks.
And that'll give us an opportunity again to see the younger ones in the Sidekicks team without Shamouz and Kyle Couches and Nick Stavros.
Yeah, those fouls carry over to the second half, so they don't start with a clean slate. Ponies restarting play here for Tulsa. Dallas has 3 fouls. Dallas already has served 1 penalty for committing 6. Coleman controls it for Tulsa and then gets away from Arredondo. Shannon knocks it downfield into the corner for Taiyu. Taiyu is tied up by Ellis. Sagu will pick it up as it comes into the area, quickly distribute, finding Arredondo. Arredondo right in front of the Dallas bench. Gets around Ponies by playing it off the wall, then chips it, and it's grabbed by Amos. Amos with quick distribution to Taiyu. A one-touch pass intercepted by Sean David. Finds Guarda on the right side. Played back to Ellis, to Quintana. To Mimba. Mimba moves in from the left wing side. Taiyu fronting Mimba. Mimba switches it now to the right side for Quintana. A blast blocked by Ponies. Knocked down by Bellamy, who controls it for Dallas on the Tulsa side of halfway. Finally, it is cleared by Thomas Shannon, but out of play. Just over the head of Mike Stern.
And it's going to give a free kick for deliberately kicking the ball into the stands. And it's on the top of the arc.
A little bit of a protest here from Parente. Looks like it's going to be Mimba. So a set piece for the Sidekicks. Mimba fakes left, goes right, and the shot is missed by Guarda. Mimba plays it back to Sean David, all the way back to Sagu now. Changes made by the Sidekicks. Paulo da Silva to Mimba. Bellamy in the corner, fronted by Coleman, finds Mimba, plays it to Da Silva, and Amos is able to grab it as Da Silva didn't catch it all.
They're going to get called here. Look, that on the change there, Pete. Tulsa made an excellent change of one player going off at one end and a player coming out the other end and gaining 12 yards on the back of Dallas's defense. Very fortunate there for Dallas to get away with that.
Lovegrove whistled one, just past Da Silva, who's in the area, receiving this one off the wall, turns it over. Parente gets it to Tayu. Tayu, very skillful on the ball. Parente with a shot wide right, comes off the wall right back to the Sidekicks. Comes to Da Silva, who plays it back to Mimba.
But another example there of a quick Tulsa break, right? They got the shot on goal, wasn't on target, above the goal, but they got the way and they get the people up front. And they're doing that very, very well indeed. Yes.
Goal! That's Hernandez. Esther Hernandez gives Dallas a 2-goal lead, their second 2-goal lead of the game. It comes with 11:11 to play in the third. 4 goals and 4 different goal scorers tonight for the Sidekicks.
And again, if what you've seen there for people watching, you saw Hernandez and before him young Davis, Sean David, shooting from a distance because they saw the packed goal and able to work it through. They took the shot, powerful shots and well-directed shots into far corner, and that's given them the 2-goal lead.
That one right from the top of the arc.
There it is.
Nestor Hernandez is a great addition for Dallas.
Oh, yes. Very, very good plays. As the season goes on, you're going to see more and more of him. He's going to be a vital player for the success of this team towards the end of the season.
He was an all-league player last year with Chicago, and he was an All-American at Lewis College. Tulsa trying to answer the Hernandez goal.
If this is the foul.
Dallas may be on a power play here. And a blue card is being shown. A 16 foul brings out the blue card. And for the first time tonight, Tulsa will be shorthanded. Looks like they'll put Tayu in the penalty box. You like to put an offensive-minded player in the penalty box, right? So that when he comes out,
that's right. You're looking at if you're defending and the time runs out and you're in possession, he can come out of the box and he's well on his way if you can get the ball to him. So it's a very good move having an offensive player in there as the man to serve the penalty.
So Dallas with the man advantage. Dallas this season is 6 of 11. Converting 54.6% of the time. Amos denies them here. Tulsa has only faced 5 power plays. They've killed off 3 of them. Mimba moving up the middle for the Sidekicks. Lays it off to Hernandez. Ponies with the block, comes back to Hernandez. Mimba goes to the left side. For Guarda. Mimba scores! His second goal of the night.
It's again, to me, I find this very interesting, Pete, because they've done exactly the right thing, the Sidekicks. They've taken these shots from outside the goal arc, all long range, but very well taken, all by Member, David, and Hernandez. All excellent shots right past the defender. Sometimes in that situation, the poor goalkeeper is unsighted. Right. But they've been, look, there's another one. Excellent shots.
There was a lot of traffic in front of Amos there.
To work the ball through this Tulsa defense and get a tap in is not going to happen. So goalkeeper unsighted there.
Here's a good look at it, and you can see that he did get screened out there.
Yep.
This is Coleman chasing it down in the corner for Tulsa. They now trail by 3 goals. This is the largest deficit they faced tonight.
Well, Tulsa Revolution goalkeeper Louis Amos very, very upset at his defenders. His body language and some of his gesticulations indicating that he wants his defenders to move out of the way when a shot is coming. He was screened on that one, and I believe he was also screened on the Sidekick second goal back in the first quarter when he made similar gestures to his defenders. Back to you, Pete.
Another shot from distance, this one from Quintana, and that goes over the glass out of play.
And Quintana, he needs to be shot. Right, I'm being very critical of Qatari there. That's the first time we had a break with a 4-on-2, and he shoots from some 30 yards when he's got spare men. You know, that's a piece of tape that he should be seeing next week to say, hey, you know, this is the way you play that opportunity. Because 3 other players made real efforts to get up there and be spare. And he, you know, selfishly, and we haven't seen very much of that, thank goodness, this year. Tatu has really worked hard on this.
You're absolutely right.
And it's been unselfishness in front of goal. That was not a thoughtful decision by him.
That's certainly something that Tatu's been emphasizing to his team. He wants an unselfish team.
That's right. And there was an example of being absolutely selfish with going for the glory, no opportunity. All right, if it had hit a 30-yard screamer in the goal, we'd all say, well done.
Yeah, right.
But he had 4 people and only 2 defenders. He should have made the pass there, and they would have had a tap in. But he's young, and you know, this is the object of the exercise. It's to learn.
That's a teachable moment for Caesar Servant and Mike Powers. Trying to get it to Sean David in the area, but Tulsa is able to clear. Coleman finds Parente, who is shadowed by Ellis, and then away from the ball, a foul and a blue card being shown.
Something the officials must have seen. Sean David's coming towards the box.
So Shell. Yeah,
sorry, I thought it was Sean.
It's going to be Dominic Shell, the 5'7", 155-pounder out of Dallas, who goes into the penalty box.
He must have made a foul off the ball there.
Yeah, it was away from the ball. So Tulsa 0 for 1 tonight on the power play with the man advantage again. But they had a great power play, produced a number of shots when they had the man advantage. Not a great start to this power play for Tulsa, however. Now trailing 5-2. Parente being tightly marked there by Sean David. This is Ponies just outside the Dallas line. Parente will play it off the wall. Ponies up the middle to Tayu. Back to Parente. Looking for Tayu. It goes behind him all the way to the corner boards. Hernandez on the breakout for Dallas. And Ponies wins it back for Tulsa. Amos will send that over the corner glass out of play. 1:05 remaining on the power play. There's a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. The Sidekicks leading the Revolution 5-2 on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. So we will resume play here with 7:47 to play in the third quarter. Tulsa with 1:05 remaining on the power play. Portillo leading Texas 4-2 in the third quarter. Dallas with a 5-2 lead here on the penalty kill. They get it all the way back to Sagu. Finds Hernandez off his chest and over the wall into the Sidekicks bench. Do you see Dallas doing anything different on this penalty kill, Gordon?
No, they worked hard, and I thought that Tulsa were a little bit sloppy in their passing. It wasn't sharp and crisp, and they all needed a second touch. The ball was being played badly.
This is Ponies. He'll take a shot, and that one rises over the crossbar, and then in the corner, Tayu sends it back inside the arc, cleared away, but Perrente holds it in the attacking third. He'll play to Ponies on the left wing side. Ponies off the wall, headed by Tayu, in for a power play goal. Well, they didn't get off to a great start on the power play, but they finished it in style.
And a typical indoor goal, off the balls.
Yeah, right.
And give great credit to the young man up front. He put the header in. He was quick. He reacted quicker than anybody else.
Yeah, Tulsa really they have a good feel for the indoor game, don't they?
Oh, for a brand new franchise, they've got a group of players there that, they have, or they must have had experience, or they're learning very quickly. But they perform very, very well and so far. And again, it's only 5-3. Long way to go yet.
So the Revolution, now 1 for 2 on the power play. Back to within 2 of Dallas. Dallas had an early 2-0 lead in this game. Tulsa came back to tie it at 2. Dallas extended the lead to 3 goals here in the third quarter, but the Revolution get one back. The cross is cleared away out of play over the glass. And it'll be ruled intentional. And once again, Dallas will get a free kick from the top of the penalty yard. Nimba's got 2 men to his left. Plays it to the left side. Save made. The shot by Quintana. The rebound came back to him. He sends it all the way back to Sagu. Sagu trying to find a target, and he does. Lovegrove. Lovegrove off the wall, a man in front. But De Silva not able to put away the shot, and Tulsa clears. Sagu gets it to Mimba at the Dallas line. Mimba moves forward, reaches halfway. This is Quintana to Mimba. He's got Guardia in the area. That's Barrett coming out to defend, taking Mimba off the ball. Mimba still down. Dallas winning the ball back. This is Ellis. Mimba in front. Karam's back to Ellis. Loose in front again. This time Amos able to corral it. Amos with distribution to Bryce Taylor. Taylor in the corner. Plays it back to Nayaga. Here's a look at the near miss just moments ago. Mimba not able to put it away. This is El Cour just inside the Dallas line. Now plays it back in and cleared away by Dallas. Hernandez on the breakaway up the left wing side. Trying to get around Shannon. Shannon wins the ball for Tulsa. Plays it back to Amos. Amos bounces one over the wall. Ellis restarts for the Sidekicks. Quintana to Hernandez. Arredondo plays it back to Ellis. square to Quintana. The back heel pass from Arredondo. Ellis getting pressure from Nayaga, plays it back to Sagu. Sidekicks will make a change. Lovegrove comes in off the bench. On the pitch now with Hernandez. Hernandez is being wrestled to the ground by Scrapper, and Scrapper will get the card. And Scrapper will go to the penalty box, and Dallas will have the power play, leading 5-3 with just over 4 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Another interesting thing tonight, Pete, also, of course, with the 3 or 4 senior players not out here tonight, it's giving a lot of playing time to the younger boys that they wouldn't normally have got if Shamu and Stavro and the other boys were here. So it's another benefit tonight for a long, hard season, that these young boys are going to get much more playing time and gain that most important thing, experience.
Valuable experience for some of these young players. Mimba at the point on the power play. Here's a shot. Amos knocks it down, and it is cleared away by Thomas Shannon. Mimba moves up to the Tulsa line, plays it to Hernandez. Defending here is Guernsey. Hernandez getting it back to Mimby. Sent through the area and then chipped, and the shot just off the mark. Silva with the shot.
Well worked play there. Got the man on the far post, almost another goal.
Mimba trying to play it inside the arc. Guernsey clears it. Dallas on the power play after the obstruction call on Brian Scrapper, who's in the penalty box. And in the penalty box for another 45 seconds, unless Dallas can score before then. Mimba lays it off to De Silva, back to Mimba, one-timer. Amos bats it away to the corner. Hernandez is there. Mimba again fires. Deflected to Hernandez. Loose in front. It bounces around. Tulsa not able to clear it. Mimba has it knocked down and controls it for the Sidekicks. Hernandez slipped on the one-timer, and then it's backheeled in. A pretty cheeky goal for De Silva.
And deservedly so, because they really had them under pressure there. They were clearing the ball off the line. The goalkeeper was performing heroics. They were really under pressure. A well-held goal. Very clever goal. Nice little backhand from De Silva. And that restores a little bit more of the lead. That's it. Beautiful back heel.
So Dallas, once again, with a 3-goal lead. Back after this on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Nestor Hernandez assisting on the Paulo De Silva backheel goal. Dallas scores on the power play. Very clever goal from De Silva. And Dallas now leads 6-3 as we wind down toward the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. Sagoo trying to get the ball cleared away as Tulsa puts on the pressure. Shot just missed. Taiyu going for the far post, just missed. Shannon plays it to Taiyu. Taiyu unable to control it. It comes out to Ponies, who knocks it down. Settles it, fronted by Sean David. David unable to win the ball for Dallas. It's played back to Shannon. Shannon looking for Taiyu in the corner. Bounces off the wall away from Taiyu into the hands of Sagoo. This is Lovegrove playing it across. Ponies intercepts. It was intended for De Silva. This is Parente to Coleman. Coleman in the corner gets double teamed, taken off his feet, and a foul call.
Parente is a good player. He's played very well tonight for Tulsa. He's been their quarterback.
Parente has that one taken away. Lovegrove moving up the right side. Sagoo controls it for Dallas. Down to the final 45 seconds of the third quarter. Amos got a hand on it, knocked it away momentarily. Played high off the glass. Loose in front, right on the line. And De Silva takes a shot after the whistle.
Yes.
Looks like we're going to have a card.
Yes, the young goalkeeper Amos is complaining, but it was a definite handball that prevented the ball going into the...
We'll get another look at this real quickly. Oh, yeah, no question about it.
Yep.
Off the right hand of David Kamali.
Yeah, there's no complaints there.
Tulsa's got no argument.
No.
So the free kick coming from the line.
And this is where we see the charge of the Light Brigade.
Right, yep.
Mumba will set off first, and he'll be chased by 8 other players.
It'll be Mimba to lead it. Dallas will have 4 men behind him, all in the center circle. Tulsa has 3 men to the left of the center circle and Ponies to the right of the center circle. Once Mimba hears the whistle, he'll be one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he will score easily.
Very neat ball control. He's excellent at this. We've seen him do this a number of times already this season. Really great manipulation.
He's got a hat trick tonight, and Dallas has a 4-goal lead, up 7-3. So the Sidekicks score on the shootout, following the handball called against Kamali. Mimba makes that look easy.
He's a professional.
Long ball sent down by Shannon. Coleman is the target in the corner. Plays it back to Parente. Parente has his shot snuffed out by Hernandez. And the Sidekicks are able to clear. That's Guarda racing up the right side, playing it off the wall. David didn't get a clean shot.
That is a ball from the glass. Capitalize reminds fans to throw the ball back, but please continue to enjoy the stellar range of
Dallas will restart from the corner. And Guarda signaling for a timeout. So the Sidekicks take a timeout with 2.3 seconds remaining in the third quarter, leading 7-3. Bonnie Ruth's Bistro and Savor Tasting Room invite Dallas Sidekicks fans to experience their award-winning cuisine and lively atmosphere. Bonnie Ruth's in Allen features lunch and dinner and a fantastic Sunday brunch to go along with house-baked desserts and breads produced from scratch and baked daily. Savor Tasting Room in Waters Creek offers a relaxed setting where you can enjoy multi-ethnic share plates designed for family and friends to experience multiple dishes and exciting flavors continuously throughout the meal. Come visit us today at Bonnie Ruth's Bistro and Savor Tasting Room, great supporters of the Dallas Sidekicks.
Well, you can look on the benches and you can see a difference between the emotions of these two teams. The Sidekicks beginning to pull away, their enthusiasm growing. The Tulsa Revolution, conversely, they're starting to get a little bit of that hangover look. They're an expansion team looking for their first ever victory, and they thought back in the first quarter that they were on the way to maybe getting that. Going into the fourth quarter, very important that they keep their emotions up. Back to you.
Saltillo leading Texas 4-2 in the fourth quarter here. Dallas with a 7-3 lead. Only 2.3 seconds remaining before the end of the quarter. Lovegrove restarts play, setting up Bellamy, who misses wide left. The horn sounds, and we head to the fourth quarter with the Sidekicks increasing their lead to 4, up 7-3 over the Tulsa Revolution on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. There you see Caesar Servant and Mike Powers, who are working together tonight, with Tattoo missing tonight's game due to another commitment. And they've got to be pleased with what they've seen. Dallas up 7-3. And when Dallas leads after 3 quarters, they are 15-1 since last season. That one loss came at Chicago. I think you got to be pleased with what Caesar and Mike did in terms of halftime adjustments.
Yes, they've increased the pace, and they've certainly worked harder at getting men forward. There's a chance.
Taylor with a shot. Sagu with the save, and Hernandez trying to claim it in the corner for Dallas. Shot from the top of the arc, misses wide right. That was Taylor shooting for Tulsa. Bellamy controls for Dallas and gets it to Sagu. Sagu sends it long to Sean David. It's over Sean David's head. But Dallas is able to maintain possession here as Quintana has it at the Dallas line, getting it to Hernandez. Frank Mimba with a hat trick tonight, and Dallas leading 7-3. The other goal scorers tonight have been Jamie Lovegrove, Nestor Hernandez, Sean David, and Paulo da Silva. That's Ponies getting it to Parente. Dallas wins it back in the middle third. Ellis has it. Barrett runs up on it for Tulsa, but Ellis wins it right back, gets it to Nestor Hernandez, who's got time and space. Played by Arredondo. Hernandez moves to the top of the arc, fires wide right. And Amos controls. We mentioned that Mimba with the hat trick tonight. That's the first hat trick for Dallas this season. Lovegrove getting it from Arredondo. Play back to Shell. All the way back to Sagu now. Dallas dominating possession here. Sagu plays it long. Little bump from behind, puts Da Silva on the ground. Quick restart for Mimba. Plays it back to Quintana, to Ellis. Back to Quintana. Mimba has it. Sweeps it back to Sagu. Sagu pushes it beyond his own line. Lovegrove playing it to Quintana, to Ellis. Up the left wall to Lovegrove. Switches it to the right side. Da Silva settles it. Trying to get around the defender in the corner, looking for the whistle. And the whistle came, but the foul is called against Dallas. That's a 15th foul against Dallas. One more and there'll be a man down. Taiyu marked by Bellamy. Bellamy trying to take it away from Taiyu. Taiyu showing great strength.
Yeah, he's a strong forward. He's holding off people very well.
Lovegrove unable to get there before Shannon. Plays it back to Amos. Parente being tightly marked there by Quintana. Now trying to get around to Silva, and they both go to the ground.
Should be. Dallas
will have a free kick. And the Sidekicks will make changes. Mimba will restart play for the Sidekicks. Played back to Sagu. Winning it for Tulsa is Sheldon Barrett. So that's the 16th foul against Dallas. That means we'll have another Tulsa power play. Tulsa is 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. So Frank Mimba's been the star of the game so far, scoring 3 goals for Dallas And here's the shootout goal for his third goal of the game. That's the most recent goal for the Sidekicks as they lead 7-3, but are now a man down. The Revolution playing up a man for the third time tonight. The sixth foul call on Dallas comes at 3:35 of the third. Taiyu in the corner for Tulsa. This is Coleman. Into the area, chip just high by Ponies, who got a second bite of the cherry, but Sagu is there to make the save. Distributed to Hernandez. Coleman takes it away. Still a minute 20 remaining on the power play. Tulsa's already managed a couple of shots here with the man advantage. If not for the exploits of Sagu. And here's Sean David taking the ball away and then chipping it wide right. Plays it off the wall, missed again wide right. It comes to Hernandez. Hernandez sends it into the seats. I was about to say, if not for the exploits of Sagu, Tulsa might have a couple of more power play goals in this game. And Dallas nearly scored shorthanded. Sean Davis had a couple of chances and Hernandez had a chance.
Yes, he's holding his head in his hands there because he did have an opportunity to score there.
Whistle. And it'll be a restart for Tulsa. Goalkeeper distribution. That's after the fouls are reset. That's the first on Dallas. Moving in now is Shannon. Plays it to the left side. Good speed shown there by Coleman. Coleman double teamed in the corner. Ellis able to win the ball for Dallas. Get it to Bellamy, to Sean David. David with great speed up the right wing side. Chips it off the wall. Hernandez at the top of the arc. A shot too high. And Ponies wins the rebound, stepping in front of Sean David. To Parente. Back to Ponies. Ponies gets to the Dallas line. A shot. Sagu dives and then knocked it in. With 4 seconds remaining on the power play. And 9:28 to play in the fourth quarter. The Revolution score. Ponies worked hard to get this goal, Gordon.
Well, again, a good sharp break. They won the ball back and they broke with too many of the Sidekicks stuff. Only got 4 to start with.
Right.
And too far forward, and that's the opportunity again. No, I think it's going to be a great tape for Tattoo to study when he gets back, because there's some excellent information here that we need to improve in 1 or 2 areas.
And again, the Sidekicks are without some veteran players. Patrick Chamu, Nick Stavro, and Kylie Couch, all not with the Sidekicks for this game. This may be as young as the Sidekicks have been since Tattoo's been the head coach.
Oh yes, I think you're absolutely right there, Pete. And Member's done a good job. He's taken a kind of leadership role tonight and done it very well, irrespective of his goals. He's been a leader, most certainly in general play.
You're actually, even without the goals, you would still give him a high grade tonight.
Oh yes, he would be my man of the match for the Sidekicks at this time.
Nimba getting around Taylor. Foul called. That's 3 on the Revolution now, 1 on Dallas with 8:42 to play in the fourth quarter. Dallas leading by 3 goals. Nimba with the hat trick tonight. He's the only player for Dallas with more than 1 goal in this game tonight.
Well, Tulsa have made the Sidekicks work very hard for this. And then they go again. There's another break.
Another counter attack for the Revolution. Taylor gets to the Dallas line. Plays it off the wall. Ponies there is, that is Nayaga, who's being double teamed along the boards in the corner. And Shell finally wins the ball for Dallas. Sent up the left side, Amos at his own line. Plays it over to Sheldon Barrett. Barrett looking upfield, chips it, and that's going to go over the glass. 3,392 in attendance tonight here at the Allen Event Center.
And they've witnessed a very good game. You know, irrespective of the fact the home team, the Sidekicks, are in the lead at the moment, but it's been Tulsa for a first year. They've impressed me, and they've made Sidekicks work very hard for their lead. And again, it's still close. 7-4, 3 goals is nothing in indoor soccer.
7:50 to play. We're in the fourth quarter, and our coverage continues after this on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Just over 7.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter at the Allen Event Center. The Dallas Sidekicks lead the Tulsa Revolution 7-4 in a Central Division battle in the PASL. Pete Stein, Gordon Jago, and Mike Stern with you tonight. Glad you could be with us. Sagu looking for a target. Hernandez in the corner, plays it off the wall, and then volleys it over the glass out of play.
Sagu is going through one of those moments again. He's getting a little bit upset with people, and but he's a great character and a great goalkeeper. And I can understand his frustration at this moment in a couple of things.
Well, during the recent timeout, the Sidekicks coach is telling their team to go for the kill. They need to have the killer instinct to put the Tulsa Revolution away. Meanwhile, Tulsa got a little bit of a psychological jolt from that last goal. I guess their heads came up off the mat a little bit, and they've got a little bit more enthusiasm as we head into the late stages of tonight's game. Back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. Mike there right between the two benches. Hernandez moving up the left side for the Sidekicks. And then a foul in the midfield as taken down is Gabe Arredondo. Foul committed by Ponies. That's the fourth on the Revolution. Bellamy sweeps it over to Hernandez. Hernandez looking for Arredondo.
Good play by Hernandez there. It was really unfortunate it didn't roll neatly to the far post.
Bellamy getting it to Guarda. Back to Sagu. Guarda to Sagu, back to Guarda. Just over 6 minutes to play now. Dallas trying to hold on to a 3-goal lead, up 7-4 over the Tulsa Revolution, seeking their first ever franchise victory after losing their first 2 games on the road. They'll have their home opener in their next contest. Sagu finds Hernandez. Played back to Sean David. Switches it to the right side. Lovegrove comes off the bench. Bellamy back to Sagu. Dallas just trying to play a possession game right now. Hernandez back in the direction of Lovegrove. It's Shell who moves in, sends it across the goal mouth. Hernandez is there in the corner, now faces the goal, centers it up, but it's taken away by Ponies. He's unable to clear it. Hernandez has it on the right wing boards, off the walls in front, and that'll be cleared by Tulsa. Taiyu receives it. Taiyu getting it from Nayaga. Sean David there to hassle Taiyu. Parente knocks it down. Parente unable to get the pass to Nayaga. And Dallas once again controls. We're one Revolution foul away from another Dallas power play. Sean David putting that one in front. Come all the way back to Sagu.
Yes, for all the youngsters watching tonight, Pete, take a look at Member. His work rate is incredible. He runs right the way through on a beautiful intermediate dribble, sets the player up, they lose the ball. Who's the first fella back? Member. Wonderful education for anybody watching and say how you play both offense and defense.
This is Mimba right in the middle of the pitch with a one-touch pass back to Bellamy. This is De Silva being tightly marked, getting it to Quintana. Mimba lets it go through. De Silva gets pulled to the ground. Sidekicks were hoping that was going to be the 6th one on Tulsa. De Silva begins the attack. Has Lovegrove on the left. Back to De Silva. Lovegrove takes a tumble. Mimba has it just inside the Tulsa line. Back to Lovegrove. Through traffic to De Silva. Lovegrove off the wall in front, then cleared by Tulsa into the seats. The Sidekicks have a man down. There's an official's timeout with 3:21 to play. You're watching the Dallas Sidekicks on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Paulo De Silva got injured on this play, getting tangled up with the keeper, and he walked off gingerly, and now Dallas has a power play after the 6th team foul. No, pardon me, this is a restart at the top of the arc. Mimba restarting play. And here comes Tulsa on the counter. Sagu with a save. The shot coming from Coleman. Now Taylor has it.
But there was the speed of Tulsa on the counter. Pete, and that's what the Dallas have not done this evening.
Looking for Taylor in front. Mimba has it for Dallas. We're even strength. Mimba moving up the left wing side. Just 2:40 remaining in the game now. Dallas with a 3-goal lead. Dallas seeking their 10th straight home victory during the regular season. And Hernandez goes down, takes a tumble. Play on, says the official. Hernandez at the Tulsa line, lays it back. Guardo to Quintana to Sagu. Dallas making changes. Quintana unable to trap it. Tulsa controls. 2 minutes to play. Thomas Shannon chips it in the direction of Parente. Sagu controls it. Quintana volleys it back to midfield. Shannon has it there for Tulsa. Up the middle for Parente. Skips off his boot. Sagu plays it to Ellis on the left side. Ellis looking upfield, but plays it back to Sagu with a minute and a half to go. Sagu right up the middle. Sean David won't catch up to it before Amos stops it. And Amos plays it to Ponies. Marked by Ellis in the midfield. Tayu, who has scored for Tulsa tonight, dispossessed by Sean David, who accelerates up the left wing side into the area, taken down. No whistle. Amos will distribute. Down to the final minute. Sidekicks with a 7-4 lead. Chested by Ponies. David there battling Ponies for possession. Ponies is shaken up. He's grabbing his right ankle. Jordan, your assessment of the game so far?
I think it's been a first-class advert for the league, for the PASL. Excellent, open game. It won't be long before Tulsa have their first win. Of that, I'm convinced on this.
They got their home opener coming up in about a week. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't win that.
So I think they can go away from here with their heads held high. They played very, very well. They've kept it close. They played a little bit defense, agreed, but they showed how to counter. And of course, for the Sidekicks' point of view, 2 or 3 things there. They've got to play at a much quicker rate. I think they've got to counter quicker, copy Tulsa on that. And more importantly, I think they've got a lot to learn on their changes in terms of coming out of that out of the player box. They can gain 10 and 12 yards. They've been a little bit slow in that respect. Little thing at this stage, but Pete, if you can perfect that, it really makes it great for later on.
Starwood Motors is Dallas' most trusted pre-owned luxury car dealership and Jeep customization shop, and a proud partner of the Dallas Sidekicks. Each car at Starwood is carefully chosen, detailed and refurbished to be like new. Additionally, each car is also upgraded with luxury customization. Starwood is one of only a few dealers in Texas that is licensed to sell and lease all makes and models of both new and pre-owned vehicles. Learn more about Starwood Motors by visiting starwoodmotors.com. The final 37 seconds ticking off. Dallas on the power play. Each team 2 for 3 on the power play tonight. But Dallas is just trying to kill off the remaining 26 seconds now and celebrate a 7-4 victory over the Tulsa Revolution. Tayu may score shorthanded, and he does! The Revolution have moved within 2 with 15.3 seconds remaining. They suffered a 10-5 loss at Chicago. They lost at Illinois 7-4. They trail at Dallas 7-5. But only 15 seconds remain. Frank Tayu scoring his second goal of the game. Sagu sending it down to Lovegrove, who volleys it to Hernandez. Hernandez knocks it down, fires, save. Nimba looking for his 4th goal. He nearly had it. And the horn sounds as Lovegrove's shot goes wide left. It may not have been as easy as some Sidekicks fans thought it would be against an expansion team, but nonetheless, the Sidekicks celebrate a 7-5 victory.
Yep, and again, as we said, without some of the senior players, given an extra opportunity for the younger players to get more playing time, a good all-round solid performance from the Sidekicks.
And the Sidekicks get the victory without Tattoo on the bench. Mike Powers and Caesar Servin working the bench. And Mike Powers is downstairs with our Mike Stern.
Well, Coach, it looked like your team was able to pull away, especially in the third quarter.
Yeah, they made it very difficult. Like I said, they dropped back and made it difficult for us to play. We finally started pulling them out, keeping the ball around their back like we talked about, and I think that opened up a little bit for us.
Let's go back to the first half. I thought Sagu really helped the team with some outstanding saves and goal.
He did. He made some awesome saves for us tonight. It's nothing new for Sagu.
Offensively, Frank Lumba just seemed to impose his will, not only on this team, but the entire game.
Yeah, he's finding a way to score, finding that good opportunity. He's creating some opportunities for himself. He's creating opportunities for other people as well. So he's doing a good job out there.
Were you pleased with the running game of your team, the transition game?
It's a transition is difficult when the other team sets back, and you can't get that flowing game going where you're going back and forth. It was difficult, so it was difficult that way.
Well, you and Caesar Servin get the victory as co-coaches. Tattoo back tomorrow. How does it feel?
It's a great feeling. They made us work pretty hard, and it's good to be a challenging game for us, but we'll get ready for tomorrow now.
Coach, congratulations, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Back to you, Pete.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. Appreciate it. And Dallas does turn around and play tomorrow. They'll play in the Open Cup here against the Austin Capitals. That is not a regular season game. That's a separate knockout tournament. And Dallas, by virtue of being one of the professional teams in the tournament, starts in the round of 16. The other teams in the PASL Premier League and the other independent teams had to qualify. This will be a big deal for Austin coming here to play the Sidekicks.
Yes, and be an interesting one for us to observe them. This is a team that is playing in a lower league situation, and this is a copy of the US Open Cup. The copy of the
Right.
FA Cup of England,
Right.
where every team that's registered can enter at the start, and you come out to the finals at the end. So this is a new competition, and it's an interesting, but it's another forward progressive step in the development of the indoor
I
soccer.
really like it, and I'm
Yeah.
anxious to see this game tomorrow. It should be
Yeah,
fun.
and of course they're going to come in as real underdogs,
Right.
And you never know, right?
Well, Tulsa came in here as underdogs tonight, and they put on a great show. I think their fans in Tulsa have got a team they can be proud of and something to look forward to.
Oh yes, and they're going to be. I've got a feeling they're going to be a big asset to the league. The style of they play, again, played a little bit not negative but defensive, because that's the way to play at this moment for them. They're learning the game, but they showed in the counters, and to run it at 7-5, that's a good performance in the learning experience. So well done, Tulsa. A good game, a competent game from the Sidekicks, and particularly for the younger players learning.
Yeah, and Tulsa's a great soccer market. I know doing Dallas Cup, you've had teams from Tulsa.
Oh yes, our former captain, Victor Moreland, he comes almost every year with a very strong group of boys from the Tulsa area into the Dallas Cup for outdoor soccer. So again, I think it must be encouraging signs for them and for their players. They've not come in and got hammered by a very experienced side. So well done, good evening, attractive, and I think all the fans who were here enjoyed what they saw and have gone home happy with another Sidekicks victory.
And again, the Sidekicks got a chance here tonight, and they'll have this opportunity again tomorrow to play a lot of these young players. How would you evaluate the play of the young players for Dallas?
Oh, again, a learning experience for all of them. The young man who made the shot from 30 yards. Oh, yeah. Which one is that? Damn it, I've forgotten his name. But again, a learning experience for all of them. They found tonight, and when they go over the tapes with Tattoo and Mike Powers and Caesar, they'll be able to see some of the plays that they did well, some of the plays where they've got to improve. But again, that's the object, the exercise. First-class evening for everybody.
Here's a look at the stats for tonight's game between the Sidekicks and the Revolution. Dallas out shooting Tulsa 29-16. You see the power plays, one more power play for Dallas. One of those, though, right at the end of the game. Tulsa killing off 2 of those 4 penalties. Dallas only managing to kill off 1 of the 3. And then you see the saves, more for Amos, but Sagu coming up huge tonight. 6 blocks for Tulsa. They were under a little bit more pressure, so it's not surprising they would have more blocks. The Sidekicks come away with a 2-goal victory. Frank Mimba getting the hat trick tonight for the Sidekicks.
Man of the match, without a shadow of doubt. Not only because of his hat trick, but as I say, on the overall play, set a marvellous example to the other players of their work rate, and he had, to me, an outstanding game. He was in a class of his own tonight.
So the Sidekicks get those 3 goals from Frank Mimba. They also get goals from Jamie Lovegrove, Nestor Hernandez, Sean David. David scoring from distance. Paulo da Silva had that cheeky back heel goal assisted by Nestor Hernandez. Tulsa did a pretty good job taking Hernandez out of the game. They marked him really tightly.
They did. Him and Lovegrove, they kept those 2 speedsters under control. And overall, throughout their whole defense, they marked well. They denied space. They gave no time, put people under pressure. That's what the score says, 7-5. Tulsa, excellent performance, but as I say, a nice all-round performance for the Sidekicks.
I thought you made a good point during the broadcast, Gordon, in that the quality of play speaks well for the PASL.
Without a shadow of doubt, this was an excellent game, a high standard of play throughout, good individual play, and a lot of good team play. And as I say, the result was right for the home team, but as a spectacle, as an entertainment, anybody who was here tonight, they certainly must have enjoyed it.
Gordon Jago, always fun to work with you. We'll see you again here tomorrow.
Thanks.
Thanks also to Mike Stern. We can tell you that this is an exclusive presentation of Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. The telecast intended solely for Time Warner Cable customers. Any use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of Time Warner Cable and the Dallas Sidekicks is strictly prohibited. For Gordon Jago and Mike Stern, I'm Pete Stein, wishing you good night from the Allen Event Center. You're watching the Sidekicks on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. The Dallas Sidekicks are back at the Allen Event Center looking for a 10th straight regular season victory as they host the Tulsa Revolution. Kickoff is coming up on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. The Dallas Sidekicks are back at the Allen Event Center looking for a 10th straight The Dallas Sidekicks are back at the Allen Event Center looking for a 10th straight regular season victory as they host the Tulsa Revolution. Kickoff is coming up on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. The Dallas Sidekicks returning to the Allen Event Center tonight where they won their season opener over Wichita 15-3. Tonight they take on the Tulsa Revolution. This is a team looking for their first ever franchise victory, and they would like nothing more than to get that win against an iconic franchise like the Sidekicks. As you take a look at the Central Division standings, you can see that the Sidekicks come into this game tonight second in the Central Division. Tulsa is at the bottom of that table again, still looking for their first win, but they have yet to play at home. Meanwhile, the Sidekicks are back on their home floor where they have never lost a regular season game while a member of the PASL. The Sidekicks will be without Tattoo tonight. Their head coach has a prior commitment and won't be here. Caesar Servant and Mike Powers will be co-coaches tonight on the bench for the Sidekicks as they battle the Tulsa Revolution next on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Pete Stein and Gordon Jago with you here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Glad you could be with us as we once again bring you the Dallas Sidekicks. And Gordon, tonight's game is going to be a challenge for the Sidekicks in that they don't know a lot about the Tulsa Revolution. This is a new team, and there's going to be a feeling out process here.
And yeah, this is going to be the same this year. And there's quite a few new franchises, as is the Wichita team that were here the first season. And it is, and that first period is going to be interesting to see how good these are. We all know that the first year is the most difficult for a franchise. Many of the players, it's new indoor soccer, and it takes a while for them to adjust. But I believe I've heard on the rumor that they have a few players who have played at an indoor level. And so, as you say, this first period is going to be very important to Mike Powers and Caesar to assess how good they are and adjust accordingly.
How big of an adjustment will that be for the Sidekicks? Tattoo not being here and Caesar and Mike running the bench.
Yeah, well, of course, that you don't want to lose your head coach for any reason. But Mike and Caesar have been with him for years and years.
Right.
So they know the players as well as